Hello everybody, I'm meteorologist Greg D. We are recording and live on Facebook this afternoon with an update on what's going on here with our storm. So here's the headlines that I'm looking at. Rain and snow will develop around the region before 11 o'clock this evening, but after 6. So I think the evening commute is looking fine. That will then change to snow during the overnight, and that snow will be wet and heavy. And that does two things. Number one, this is a difficult to shovel snow. That's most important. Number two, because the snow will be heavy and wet, it'll compact down to lower amounts, even though it may be falling heavily at times. This afternoon, we've got nothing right now. A couple of snow showers developing around Akron. This is still not the main system. But look at the temperatures. They've come up into the 30s, mid-30s since this morning, and that is really going to be another factor that we're looking at in terms of, will any of this start as rain as it moves in our direction? It is raining down in southern Ohio now, coming up on Athens, south of Cincinnati, all the way down through Kentucky and Tennessee. Big, severe weather outbreak with tornadoes this afternoon in Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana. This area of low pressure tracks east and then makes that hook to the north. And as it tracks through portions of western Pennsylvania, I'm expecting some wintry precipitation in our area starting tonight and during the overnight. Let's break it down for you. The latest model came out for our future view. So we'll start off with 6 o'clock this evening. Temperatures above freezing, no rain, no snow in the region. We're still looking good. It's after 6 by 10 o'clock. Look at this moisture coming in from the south and southeast. And notice how in the beginning, it is mostly green. That indicates rain in the area, and that's because temperatures will be 33 to 35 degrees. Now, as we go past midnight, as colder air moves in and temperatures fall back, low 30s, and the blues here indicating the rain changing to snow. It may mix with sleet and freezing rain south of Dover to Carrollton over to just south of Youngstown, and south of there may just be a lot of heavy rain for a period. As we go through the overnight, that snow continues to fall across much of our area. If anything, the latest update from our model has actually shifted the whole system a little farther east than where it was earlier this morning. Not by a lot, but maybe just a few miles. 32 in Cleveland at 5 a.m. Tuesday, 32 in Akron, snow falling. So some of the roadways may be wet and slushy with the biggest accumulations on grassy and elevated surfaces. 8 o'clock in the morning, still looking at light snow, 77 east to moderate snow closer to the Pennsylvania state line. Farther west, there may be very little going on in Elyria, Mansfield, and Worcester by then. As we go through midday Tuesday, that system really starts to pull away. Any rain or mix changing to all snow by this time as temperatures fall back below freezing. And then we're going to get some freezing to all this stuff that falls by Tuesday night as temperatures fall back into the 20s, and they'll stay chilly right through the rest of Tuesday night into Wednesday, falling back into the 20s. So how much? Some updated numbers that I think make a lot of sense here. So here's what I'm looking at. Generally in that 3 to 6 inch range from I-77 Akron south and east. Farther north, more of a 3 to 5 inch snowfall with the Cleveland metro generally 1 to 3 inches, lighter amounts farther to the west. Now, at times it may look like it's snowing heavier than a 1 to 3 inch snowfall, but remember, this is heavy wet snow, so each heavy wet snowflake is going to pack the snow down. If this was 25 degrees in a fluffy snow, we would have been talking 6 to 10 inches. But because it's heavy and wet, it's more of a 1 to 3, 3 to 5 inch amount. With, again, the heaviest amounts back to the east toward Pennsylvania. Here are some of the differences among the models, and these are really coming together except one. The RPM here, this model is not good at wet snow. I'm not even counting at this number. Akron, 8 inches just seems way too high. But look at these other three. 4.6, 4.1, 4.2. That's pretty good agreement among the models for a 3 to 6 inch snowfall around Akron. Ashtabula, same deal. You'll see the RPM just out to lunch with a huge number. These make more sense. 3 to 6 inches, 2 to 5, that range from the European, the GFS, and the North American model. Canton, you're closer to the storm track, so again, slightly higher numbers, maybe 3 to 7 inches in parts of Stark County. Again, that last one, way too high. 10 inches just does not seem likely. And same thing in Cleveland. One last city that we'll look at, a solid 1 to 3 inches. That last one, probably not likely. 5 inches just out of the realm here for Cleveland right now. I think a 1 to 3 inch amount is more likely. Big problem here. This all falls overnight and during the rush hour on Tuesday. So we'll have to watch this very carefully. Make sure you tune in the morning for Channel 3 News starting at 4:30 in the morning, maybe starting at 4 if this gets bad enough. And of course, updates throughout the day on WKYC.com and the Channel 3 app.